Marshall were fighting about peanut butter.
First invented in 1895, peanut butter is a friend to jelly, cookies, chocolate, and so much more. Because it's such a staple, many people are quite loyal when it comes to their favorite brand. Where does your favorite land on this list of top 10 peanut butter brands ranked worst to best? Smuckers.
Peanut butter and jelly? Gee, nobody's ever made me a sandwich.
Smuckers was founded as a jelly and jam company in 1897, which makes it the oldest brand on this list. Everyone knows this company's jelly and jams, but over time they eventually started selling peanut butter. While going through the motions at the grocery store, it's often tempting to reach for the most convenient product. Enter Smucker's Goober, the PB&J in one jar combo. The fact that Smuckers is on this list is actually unsurprising.
I expected this.
The J.M. Smuckers company also owns Jif, so they do know a thing or two about peanut butter. So the good news about Smucker's Goober is that it's extremely convenient for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The bad news, of course, is that's all it's good for. Sure, you can try to scoop out only the peanut buttery bits or only the jelly bits, but for what? Why not just get yourself 2 jars and save yourself the hassle? So yes, while this is a fun idea, it isn't exactly the most practical unless you're someone who exclusively eats peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the daily. Despite the inconvenience, or convenience to some, a whopping 20 million Americans stated that this is their chosen brand. Maybe peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are more popular than we thought.
Who'd have thought that, huh?
Reese's Peanut Butter.
What's your favorite candy?
Reese's Pieces?
Good call.
Just like Nutella, Reese's Peanut Butter is more of a sweet treat than actual peanut butter. While it's the top pick of over 13 million Americans, Reese's Peanut Butter isn't exempt from criticism. While many pick this up because they think it'll taste like the top chocolate treat in the world, they're dead wrong. This peanut butter is good, we'll give it that, but it's nothing compared to actual Reese's Peanut Butter cups. Many claim that it's overpriced and forgettable, as well as being needlessly sweet. In fact, the sweetness is so present that it'll be difficult to have more than just a little bit in each serving. The volume of people who buy this really tells us how much Americans love their Reese's, and we're not blaming them. If we thought we could buy the inside of a Reese's cup, we would try to, over and over again, because they're arguably the best chocolate in the world.
That is debatable, and we will have that debate.
But alas, Reese's Peanut Butter disappoints. Do yourself a favor. If you're in the mood for the filling of Reese's Peanut Butter cups, just buy a bunch of the chocolates and do the digging yourself. Will it take a lot of effort? Yes. Will you get chocolate all over your hands? Yes. It'll be sticky and messy, but your taste buds and stomach will thank you. Trust us.
Well, I appreciate your opinion.
Oh no, it's not an opinion.
Peter Pan.
I'm not Peter Pan, I'm Robin Hood.
Around since 1928, Lost Boys and Disney fans alike are drawn to this imaginative peanut butter. With a recognizable logo and an even more recognizable name, 45 million Americans choose this brand for their morning toast. A quick history lesson for you. Peter Pan peanut butter was originally released in 1920 under the name E.K. Pond, but was renamed to Peter Pan in 1928. It was originally packaged in a tin can with a turn key and a reclosable lid. How innovative! But the company switched to glass jars due to metal shortages during World War II. In 1988, they were the first peanut butter brand to use plastic jars, which at the time was also extremely innovative.
So smart.
But in hindsight, probably contributed to just that much more plastic waste. In earlier versions of the brand, the Peter Pan on the jar in question was clearly pictured as a woman in a Peter Pan costume, which makes sense because at the time, women usually portrayed J.M. Barrie's iconic character on stage. While this brand does have many fans, Peter Pan peanut butter also has many critics. Those who dislike the brand claim that this peanut spread is made for children who are addicted to sugar. It's perfect for anyone with a sweet tooth, but do we really want all of those artificial flavors? Whether you like it or not, it's unlikely that Peter Pan peanut butter is going anywhere anytime soon.
Off to Neverland!
Planters.
I can bring Planters peanuts that were opened a dozen years ago.
Perfect.
Most famous for their delicious salty peanuts, Planters is probably one of the most famous peanut brands in the world. If you're ever in the mood for a bag of peanuts, Planters is your best bet. They've even got a variety of flavors, such as honey roasted, dry roasted, and even chili and lime. And who hasn't mourned the recent loss of Mr. Peanut, that classy-looking peanut wearing a top hat, a monocle, and holding a cane?
We're all gonna miss him, Peter. We're all gonna miss him very much.
Don't worry, he's been replaced by a baby version of himself, giving him time to grow up for the next Super Bowl. As business boomed, so did their selection of products, prompting them to introduce peanut butter in the 1950s. While you'd think a peanut brand would rank higher on the list, unfortunately, that just simply isn't the case. Planters peanut butter is said to be a bit saltier than other peanut butter brands, which is something approximately 7 million Americans appreciate, according to peanut butter consumption surveys. If you're dead set on trying this brand, we'd suggest that you try one of their crunchier variations, since they've got to put all that nut expertise somewhere. If you're not into salty peanut butter, as apparently not many are, we'd suggest you move on to sweeter and greener pastures. We're sure that the little Mr. Peanut can handle the rejection.
That's fine.
Skippy.
Is this one of those times where I've won the battle but lost the war?
Afraid so, Skippy.
You can't go wrong with a creamy, delicious jar of Skippy peanut butter. Surprisingly, Skippy has been around longer than America's top brand. It was first invented by a chemist by the name of Joseph Rosefield, who dedicated his life to peanut butter. First released smack dab in the middle of the Great Depression, the brand has been around for a little over 85 years now. And while it's not the PB King, it comes pretty close. When Rosefield first started studying peanut butter, he wanted to find a way to make peanut butter less sticky. And as the years go on, the smoothness and creaminess of the brand just seems to be getting better and better. This makes sense because that's what makes the brand so great. Why is it lacking, you ask? Why is Skippy not number one? Well, Skippy peanut butter seems to lack that distinctly nutty taste, which in peanut butter is kind of important.
Obviously.
Still, if you're not a huge fan of nuts, but you love the smooth texture, make sure to pick up one of Skippy's creamy varieties. It's what they specialize in. As of last year, an estimated 87 million people were eating Skippy peanut butter, so the company must be doing something right. With snack packs and natural options available, this stands out as a great choice for a busy family.
Here's your damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich!
Nutella.
Strawberry banana Nutella with raspberry drizzle.
Okay, we all know that Nutella isn't a peanut butter brand per se, but in 2019, over 40 million people chose it as their preferred peanut butter. We hate to break it to those people, but Nutella doesn't actually have any peanuts in it. It's undeniable that this chocolatey brand has an almost cult-like following, mainly because the sweet hazelnut taste evokes a more dessert-like experience. First made by the Italian company Ferrero, yes, like the fancy chocolates, the founder of Ferrero, Pietro Ferrero, owned a bakery in Alba, which is an Italian town known for its production of hazelnuts. In 1963, Ferrero's son renamed the product Nutella with the intention of marketing it in Europe. The first jar of Nutella left the factory on April 20th, 1964, and it was an instant hit. Judging by the shelves when walking through the grocery store, it remains a global success. But not everything about Nutella was successful. In the US, Ferrero was sued in a class action lawsuit for false advertising, leading to customers believing that Nutella has nutritional value. Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
Shocking.
In 2012, the company agreed to pay a $3 million settlement, which also required them to change their labeling and marketing. The company barely took a hit, though, and ever since then, it's been smooth sailing. Fun fact, World Nutella Day is on February 5th, so make sure to stock up on this delicious spread and celebrate. Adams Peanut Butter.
I can't tell you what it's meant to me, joining the Addams clan.
Making a natural peanut butter has got to be a difficult task, but Adams peanut butter pulls it off beautifully. While most of the aforementioned brands all have something to improve on, Adams simply understands what the true balance of peanut butter should be. If you're looking for a natural peanut butter that actually tastes good, this is the jar you should be putting in your shopping cart. So, what's in it that makes it so good? Well, Adams is 100% natural, its only ingredients being peanuts and a little bit of salt. You heard right, that's all that's in it. When you first open a jar, you'll be completely amazed by how good it tastes.
Wow.
And you'll never want to go back to anything else ever again. The only drawback is that you need to stir this product before you eat it, which results in a delicious, creamy peanut butter. They also offer a no-stir version, but is it really as good if you don't put in the time and effort yourself? Adams Peanut Butter is also owned by the J.M. Smucker's company, so they seem to have a bit of a monopoly when it comes to peanut butter all over the world. In any case, if you're looking for something beautifully and simply done, this is the peanut butter for you.
You're a peanut butter man now, eh, sir?
Peanut Butter & Co. Peanut Butter.
Spoonful of peanut butter, sir.
We can tell by their name that Peanut Butter & Co. Peanut Butter is only interested in one thing: peanut butter. If the name of the company isn't enough, the name of their website is literally ilovepeanutbutter.com. It was first launched in 1998, and this brand tries so hard. We've got to give it to them. They've got a good brand image, they're branching out into different flavors, and their website is really cute. But despite all of their hard work and desperate attempt to make it big in the peanut butter industry, they've really got their work cut out for them. The main complaint from customers is that their product just isn't consistent. Sometimes you'll pick up a jar and eat the most delicious peanut butter you've ever had in your entire life. The stuff of the gods, nectar from the heavens. But other times, it's just a jar of disappointment.
Disappointed!
What gives? If you're the type of person to rely on fate, we'd suggest that you pick up some of this peanut butter only when you're feeling lucky. You may or may not find the holy grail of all peanut butters, but if you're looking for something a bit more consistent with equal quality, you'll just have to search somewhere else.
I'm still searching.
Teddie Peanut Butter.
He talks! I'm gonna name you Teddie.
When it comes to Teddie, you either love it or you hate it.
I don't hate it, I just don't like it at all.
When you first pick up a jar of this peanut butter, you expect it to be something completely different. The mascot, a cute, fuzzy bear, is peeking out at the top, making you think that it'll be a nice, sweet and soft peanut butter. This just isn't the case. Because when you first taste Teddie peanut butter, you'll immediately have a strong reaction to it, good or bad. Because of the extreme grittiness of this peanut butter, it has a few die-hard fans, but a lot of critics. Even if you go with their smoothest option, it's grittier than any other peanut butter out there. Some think the grittiness adds to your overall peanut butter experience. Others say that it's disgusting and should never have been made in the first place. It's said that you should try Teddie's at least once in your life, and if you end up liking it, then you should definitely try their crunchier varieties. It's more peanut than butter, which adds that texture that some people desire so much. This stuff is highly addictive though, so make sure you have it in moderation or else you'll be going through jars and jars of it without even noticing. So while this rough and gritty peanut butter brand isn't for everyone, there's definitely a niche following that are obsessed with it. Who knows, you may just find it to be the best peanut butter you've ever tasted.
Tastes pretty good to me.
Jif.
GIF or GIF?
I'm not answering that. There's too much at stake.
Possibly the most classic, the most famous, and most American of all peanut butters, is it really a surprise that Jif is ranked #1? It's been around since 1956. In a single year, approximately 113 million folks consume Jif peanut butter. Jif offers a wide selection of peanut butter types, from smooth to crunchy and creamy to even creamier. They've also introduced other types of nuts. This variety has certainly helped them keep their first place ranking in the market, because who doesn't want to try hazelnut butter? While Jif remains America's go-to peanut butter, it actually has had some controversy. Well, controversy may be a strong word for it. In 2016, the internet lost its collective mind as a Reddit thread came to the surface. The name of the thread? Jiffy Peanut Butter Evidence. It seems as though a large portion of the population remembers Jif peanut butter once being called Jiffy. We're not talking someone vaguely recalling a Jiffy peanut butter brand, we're talking about real, vivid childhood memories. In the thread, there's multiple links to proof that Jiffy existed, the primary one being a drawing of Jiffy peanut butter in a restaurant's menu. Everyone in the comments say that they remember it.
I have no memory of this whatsoever.
But when asked about this, a Jif peanut butter official stated that Jif was never, ever named Jiffy. What is the myth, and what are they hiding from us? The truth is out there.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Tap that screen for more great videos. Here for the first time? Then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.